What's going on, guys? Today I want to do a quick review on the 2026 Tesla Model Y standard dual motor. And you know it's a standard because there's no light bar here in the front. So my wife got her Model X about 2 weeks ago, and we're finally able to get it into service. Oh wow, someone did that. We got it into service about 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. Yesterday, we've had it for 2 weeks. It just took 2 weeks for the appointment to come up. But this is the Tesla Model Y standard. Has the not so good looking rims on it. And let's enter the car. By the way, the car is locked and the mirrors are still out. You have to manually fold in these mirrors, so they kind of went a little cheap with that, but remember, this is the standard. Cloth seats, wireless charging pad, no enclosed center console. This is kind of like the older Teslas where you had just an open space there. Back when Tesla was like, hey, we don't have a transmission, but we don't know what to put here, so it was open. Cup holders, center console, just like a Model 3. One plug back here. By the way, the mirrors do not tint. You could tell because you don't see the outline on these mirrors like you see with the center mirror. You can actually see the outline here. Maybe the camera's picking it up, but these mirrors don't tint. I drove this car last night, taking my mom back home. She came up here to play with the baby, and I realized, the mirrors aren't tinting, and I had all that headlight reflection in my eyes. All right, sitting in the back seat, the air is not on. I actually told my wife this, that the air does not automatically turn back on, does not automatically turn on every time someone sits in the back. So just a FYI thing for Tesla owners. Okay, so you could go up, down, side to side. 2 USB ports. Yeah, no air is coming out. 2 USB ports, only one in the front, 2 wireless chargers. Now, the Model S and X have 2 in the front. I'm sure the Model Y Premium, which is to most Tesla people, a normal Model Y, has two in the front inside of this center console. Sitting in the middle seat here, not bad. You can actually put your feet there. I have big feet. I wear a size 14, so maybe a regular person's feet could fit there. And then just again behind another seat, behind one of the front seats I should say, I can kind of relax and put my feet out like this. Not bad at all. So overall, not bad. If you want to get into a Model Y, you don't have a ton of money and you want to buy a brand new one, this could work for you. It's my Model S here, filled with all our Model Y stuff. So going to the back, you have a button here. Now this is kind of like nitpicky, but if you look here, this, like nowadays everyone has electronic lift gates. You only need a button, right? But I'm so used to like what my Model S has and most cars have. It feels like the mechanical latch, like back in the day, even though it is a button, but it has that mechanical latch feel. This car does not have that mechanical latch feel, so it's just a button. Cup holders are always exposed, which I'm not sure how you feel about that, but overall good size in the back. No privacy shelf here. I think they just didn't include it. It's a loaner. Reminds me so much of the Model 3. Deep pocket on that side. Model 3, I had a 23 Model 3. I don't think there was anything on that side. And then you have more storage there. Now let's say, for example, you wanted to put something in the front, and I actually really thought that I thought stuff was missing. Let's open up the front. By the way, that front sound is crazy when you're inside the car. You actually feel the whole thing vibrate. But this is the front. I had to actually Google this, And I was like, oh no, they probably took some coverings off or whatever. But this is actually what it looks like. I mean, if you bought a 2026 Model Y standard, this is what it would look like. This is not weatherproof. There's no seals here. You don't get that rubber seal. You can see straight into whatever. I mean, if this is your first time seeing what a Tesla frunk look like, this is not normal. This is new / cheap. Let's go over to my Model S. This is normal with all the panels. This is what a normal front area would look like in a Tesla. Very clean, not so clean. And here you have the weather stripping. I don't know why I thought it was up there. Maybe other cars have it up there. But here you got the weather stripping. Unlike the Model Y, you do not have the weather stripping. And for me, that would be a problem because when we go on road trips, I use every storage space possible. We drive in the rain, the snow, dry, whatever, and I need to be able to put stuff here and not worry about it getting wet. Like sometimes I put my computer in the front because if someone breaks into the car, I don't know how you're going to break into the front. You would literally have to break the hood or break the hood latch to get in the front, which is such a pain compared to breaking the back glass, just grabbing whatever you wanted to grab. So I usually put my computer, our computer bag in the front, and we will carry up to 4 computers, right? Me and my wife each have a personal computer, we each had a work computer. So I saw someone online do this. Let me see if I could do it. Bring it down. Yeah, that's locked in. Don't think I could do that with my car. I have to push it down for it to lock in. But yeah, this is the front of the premium. The standard. The premium has its headlights down here. This is the daytime running light up here for the premium. This is the standard. Everything is up here. And just looking at a Model S, I know it's night and day difference, but Model S, daytime running light is this white strip that runs around. Turn signal, you could kind of see is orange here. Headlights, fog light. So overall, not a bad car. I mean, again, if you're kind of tight on a budget, you really want to get into a brand new Tesla, hey, this is something that you can look into. Now, something I want to do is actually take this car on a little bit of a drive. I could use some electrons right now. We are at 33%. I was about to hit the brakes, and I was going to wait for this door to close like I was in a Model X. But anyway, what we'll do is get on the road, put full self-driving on, and yeah, we'll see how it works. Remember, this is a 26. It is, how many miles do we have? Trips. I don't think the odometer is here anymore. I think I got to go to software or service. Software, 3,100 miles, almost 3,200 miles. Let's see when this car was manufactured. This car was manufactured, where is it? Here, February of 2026. It is now July of 26. All right, let's get on the road. All right, so we got full self-driving on, and not sure if can you make that corner any wider? Not sure if you guys have been watching this channel long enough. I've had a few new people subscribe lately, so thanks for subscribing. Okay, wasn't sure what that guy was gonna do. It's kind of hard for me to get out of not hard, but it's a little tight getting out of the parking lot where I live. And getting in and out with this car, it reminds me so much of the Model 3. Just like, it's not long, it's not wide. Getting out in my Model S and Model X, those are wider, longer cars. And it does take a little extra precaution to make sure you don't scrape anything. But this car is so easy. It reminds me so much of my Model 3. We got an older Model Y in front of us. But yeah, it's a nice ride. I really like this ride. It's smooth for a Model Y. Ain't no Model X. It's not a Model S. Got something rattling over there. Oh, it's the seatbelt. I hit the stop record button by mistake. The seatbelt is hitting the plastic trim over there. That's what was rattling. I couldn't figure that out last night. I'm like, what is rattling in this car? This car has 3,000 miles. Anyway, I'm not a fan of the seats. It feels like someone just stuffed something here. I mean, maybe it's just the way I sit, but it's, I don't know. I don't really find that too comfortable. I mean, it's an okay seat, I guess. I mean, after a while, I just stopped feeling it. I've got a cyclist here. Do I know this guy? I do not know that guy. He looks hot. It's 86 out here. It's one of those days where maybe it might thunderstorm, maybe it won't, who knows. This is a hardware 4 car, so the full self-driving in this car is a lot better than the full self-driving in my wife's 22 Model X. It's just way smoother. Like, the car just knows what to do. I mean, it has upgraded hardware. I mean, this car is 4 years newer, right? You can hear the fans kicking on, preconditioning the vehicle. Doesn't have to precondition too much because it's 85 degrees outside right now. But yeah, it's nice. I mean, they got the turn signal stalk back. My wife really likes this, but they didn't put high beams. The high beam on it. The high beam is still here. I mean, if you're gonna put this here, just put the high beam here. I mean, it's just such a natural reaction to, hey, turn signal stalk here, high beam is also here. Cameras. It is so weird having the bike guy's behind us now. It is so weird having the rear camera at the bottom of the screen. I'm used to it being at the top of the screen. I don't think you could change that. I'm not 100% sure. But it is nice having the front camera when you're parking somewhere and you're pulling up close. That is nice. I'm not sure if that automatically turns on when you're driving close to something that's that you may hit. Got a student driver in front of us. That's why we're going kind of slow here. You can see what it looks like on the camera versus what it looks like in real life. Right. This did a really great job on the highway, and maybe I'll take this car on the highway if I have a moment to do so. But it's pretty good. Like, I do like this car. Like the full self-driving aspect of it. I'm not a huge fan of full self-driving, but I think Tesla has finally got a lot of things right. Now, some things that they can work on is right on red, which I don't know if it's looking out for those signs that say no right on red, because twice it wanted to make a right when it shouldn't have attempted to. And then then the flip side happens. You could definitely make a right on red if you're clear, and then the car just sits there and it does nothing, even though no one is coming and nothing is going on. You can make that right on red. So I think Tesla needs to kind of clean that up a little bit, especially outside I guess like everywhere in America but New York City. And look, this guy just stopped there. This Mustang just fell asleep. Anyway, most parts of the country you can make a right on red. New York City, which I live outside of, you cannot make a right on red unless posted. FYI. My boss is from Toledo, Ohio, and anytime we drive in New York City, I work in Midtown, anytime we drive together, he's like, it's so weird that you don't make a right on red. I'm like, well, you can't. I don't have $195 for a red light ticket right now. So I haven't done anything. I haven't had a tug on the wheel. People have said that the newer versions of FSD, they don't nag you as much, to the point where people are starting to get a bit negligent, which may or may not be true. I'm not sure. But ooh, look at that helicopter. Probably missed it. But I'm I'm definitely paying attention because you never know what's going on. All right, we have a red light coming up and we need to make this right turn here. So the right turn signal is on. All right, let's see. It's gonna stop. Stops on the line, but there's no official line. And it goes, and we have to get into the left lane. There we go. So now we get into the left lane. And then we gotta get into the left lane up ahead to make that left turn. Now, when you make this left turn up here, you need to make it wide. You need to turn left into the right lane because the left lane is another left turn only lane. And on my wife's car, it doesn't get this right. So I'm gonna do nothing. Let's see what happens. Damn, I kind of wish the light stayed green because I didn't want the car to see the lane before going over there. But let's see what happens. So there are 2 lanes over there. Oh, it's a 4-lane road, 2 lanes each way, but 2 lanes going the way we want to go. And the left of those 2 lanes, oh, there's a gravity. I wonder if that guy is leaving the supercharger. Oh, and now I got a car behind me. So if I mess this up, this guy may not be too happy with me. The right of the 2 lanes is where we want to go. All right, so we got the left turn arrow. Let's see. Takes me into the left lane.
Now turn left onto Corporate.
So it took me into the left lane, brought me into the right lane, and now this guy's like right behind me. Right when a driver driving his own car, like look how close this guy is to me. Like when a driver driving his own car would just make that turn kind of wide and go straight into the lane he needs to go into. And by the way, FSD has hit every single pothole, another one, has hit every single pothole on the road that I've driven on since I've gotten this car. Look at this guy, man. What is his deal? I'm gonna take over. No, I'm not gonna take over. Look at this guy. I'm gonna let FSD do his thing. This person wants to cross. Is FSD gonna stop for this woman? Look, that person wants to cross the street, and FSD didn't stop.
Now enter the roundabout and take the second exit.
All right, we're clear to the left. No one is coming in here. The amount of times people try to beat me in this intersection is crazy. That guy, good job on him, waiting for me. Make sure that I actually got out of the roundabout. Now is the car gonna, oh yeah, it says park. Let's see. It says park at charger.
Now your destination is on the
Now,
left.
does he know to just get in line? No, he does not. Okay. And every time you intervene, this shit comes up, and I'm just getting parking. That comes up, and it doesn't go away unless you answer the question. It's just one of those things. All right, so the supercharger is full. Oh yeah, today's Friday. No wonder. Oh, someone's coming out up there. So there's Model S. He'll be able to get in pretty soon. We have the new, what is this called? Site map. So when you're pulling up, you know exactly what's empty, what's full, what's out of order, which is great. Because sometimes people stop here, like right where we're at, and there'll be superchargers open, but you can't see it from all the way over here. Even though the map is telling you full, the supercharger actually is open. Actually, look at this. Everyone is pulling out now. This is like 3 people leaving at once. Yeah, Model Y, Model 3, and this guy right here in the black Model 3. So 3 people are leaving in one shot. All right, so if I hit start self-driving. All right. Oops, my bad. All right, let's see what happened. Okay, now this guy just on his phone just pulled out right in front of us. All right, let's see. Let's see what the car is gonna do. Okay, it's picking that spot. Okay, it's over the line. It's in the line. Yeah, a little crooked. I'm gonna fix that because this supercharger looks like it's gonna get packed. All right, let's actually line ourselves up good here. And I forget how stiff the Model Ys and 3 brake pedals are. Alright, this is the premium. I keep saying this is the premium. I wish this was the premium. This is the standard, and at 31%, what is the charge rate we'll get? I'm just curious here. We have 108 leaving the dispenser, a 122 now, and the 121 going into the battery. Let's just give it a second here. Let's see what happens. We're at 31%, so we should be close to max charging rate, whatever that max charging rate is. I actually don't know what it is. I'm gonna have to Google that. Alright, so we're maxing out at 168. I don't know if that's the max charging speed. Or because we're at 33%, it's already starting to taper. I don't know what the max charging speed is on this car. Yeah, see, it's already starting to go down. 162. Alright, well, whatever. Can we go on the internet real quick? So the Model YL is about to drop in the next couple months. It's actually pretty cool. I still prefer the Model X because I like the 7-seater. I hope that they come out with a 7-seater version of the Model YL. But anyway, what are we driving right now? We're driving the all-wheel drive, all-wheel drive Model Y standard. So this is $40,000 brand new. This is what we got going on compared to the Model Y Premium, which is a normal Model Y. Did it update? Do I have to accept this? The cookies? Okay, I don't know what's going on. Okay, when I hit Premium, that works. Sorry, YL, it works. Okay, now regular Model Y works. So this is the regular Model Y with the light bar in the front. But if we go to the basic one, yeah, it's not a bad car. Overall, it's a decent car. I just wish that the mirror is dim. That's really my number one complaint. The seat's kind of meh, but the mirrors, that's an issue. I guess you need to put like your own film on top of that or something like that. But anyway, this was a quick review of the Model Y standard. Yeah, pretty much just, I never driven one. This is the most time I ever spent with any Model Y. I don't think I've ever driven the original Model Y, now that I think about it. I've only driven Junipers. But this is just a look at, hey, I have a Model Y for a couple days. This is what's going on. This is what I think of it. I think it's an okay car. It reminds me so much of the Model 3, just how sharp it is when you move the wheel a little bit, as opposed to the S and X, which kind of, it has a little lag to it, which I like. I don't care for like a super sharp car nowadays. And yeah, it reminds me so much of my Model 3, just an overgrown Model 3. But anyway, I'm just going to charge here for a few more minutes, just so we have enough power or energy for the weekend. We should get our car back Monday. Today's Friday. Sub to the channel if you like the video. If you like this one, leave me a comment, and I will talk to you guys later. One last nitpicky thing: if you want to adjust your seat, you do it through the screen, which I find to be beyond ridiculous. I mean, this is how you do everything, which I find wild, but you know, I guess it is what it is.